Recently, Huge Miniatures sent me a few of their paint sets to review, the Core Values set and Natural Tones 2. They asked me to give an honest review, so that's what I'll do. I'll try to be as unbiased as possible. I've been using the paints for a couple months now, so I feel like I have a good grasp on how they work. I also 3D printed a modular paint rack on my FDM printer from Corvus Terrain to hold the new paints. It comes with a metric buttload of attachments, from mini stands, trays, and of course, paint racks. I printed and was using a vertical paint stand, and I find that this one is way more stable and makes finding the right paint color very fast. Make sure to check it out. It's a great way to display and organize your paints and tools. I've added links to Huge Miniatures' site and Corvus Terrain's paint rack in the description. Alright, now on to the review. Firstly, the packaging was really nice. I've actually been using the empty boxes to carry dice, tokens, and other stuff. The bottles feel high quality. They come with agitators in them, which is a nice unexpected touch. The labels are also easy to read, and it may not be important to everybody, but they look good on camera, which is a plus for me. The box says to make sure to shake the dickens out of them. Some of the paints look thicker and more jelly-like than other paints I've used, but in the end, that didn't really affect how the paints performed. It could be that I just didn't shake them enough. I still wish I had one of those cool hobby paint vortex mixers, which I think would be useful, but having an in-bottle agitator is very helpful. The paint thins easily by mixing with water, and the various paint colors also mix well with each other to make whatever tones you want. I always mix a base color with an off-white or white to make a highlight color, and these paints do that with ease. In addition, I was able to make glazes easily with these paints by thinning them with water, and yet not lose a lot of color, which is handy for painting over zenithal highlighting. Some of the colors have better coverage than others, so you may need to do a few thin coats if you want a smooth finish, which is pretty standard. They also hold up to washes with both acrylic and oil washes. Fine lines need a very fine paintbrush, and a paint mixture that flows smoothly off the brush. When painting small details, I like to use Flow Aid, and these paints mix well with it too. I never felt like I couldn't do what I set out to do or was held back in any way, which to me is a great sign. Even though they're hobby paints, I tried thinning them through my airbrush, and they worked well. Also, I was really surprised at how long these paints remain workable on the wet palette. This is after about 2 weeks of sitting in the wet palette untouched. I wet my brush with water, mixed the paint a little, and they were good to go. Pretty wild if you ask me. Here are a few minis that I painted with the paints. I definitely will keep using them. I'd been using the same paints pretty much since I started painting small things, so it's really fun to get a whole different set of colors, break my normal routine, and use a different color range. I normally do pretty grim dark stuff, so it was fun to work with such a range of vibrant colors. Overall, these are really great paints from a small company worth supporting. Make sure to check them out with the link in the description. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. Consider checking out my Buy Me a Coffee if you're trying to support the cause. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Alright, bye-bye.